Welcome back to Master 79. In this lesson we are going to learn how to network in English at a professional event. That could be a conference, a meetup, or a trade fair. You will learn how to start a conversation with a stranger, how to keep it going, how to exchange contact details, and how to leave politely without feeling awkward. Let us get started. One quick note before we begin. Maya and Daniel, the two speakers you are about to hear, are invented characters. Their conversation, their companies, and every example sentence in this lesson were written by me as teaching material. This is not a recording of a real event. The language itself, though, is natural, current English that you can use straight away. Let us be honest about why networking is difficult. Walking up to a stranger feels risky in any language, and doing it in a second language adds a layer of worry on top. Here is the good news. In English, nobody expects a clever speech. What works is a short, low-pressure opener followed by a genuine question. Small talk is the doorway, and the business conversation comes afterwards. And one thing learners often forget. A good exit line matters just as much as a good opening line. Let us start with 4 openers. Number 1. Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Daniel. This is the safest opener there is, and it works in almost any room. Number 2. Is anyone sitting here? A simple question that turns an empty chair into a conversation. Number 3. What brings you here today? This one is friendly and open, and it is impossible to answer with just yes or no. Number 4. How are you finding the event so far? This invites an opinion, so the other person always has something to say. Notice that none of these lines are clever. They are simply easy to answer. Now introducing yourself and keeping the conversation alive. I'm Maya. I work in data analytics at Northwind. Name, then role, then company. In English, that order sounds the most natural. Next, how did you get into that? I would call this the single best follow-up question at any event because everybody has a story about how they ended up in their job. Then, that sounds interesting. Tell me more. This buys you thinking time and keeps the other person talking. And finally, same here, actually. We've been wrestling with that too. Remember this one. Shared problems build a connection far faster than shared job titles. Let us hear it in context. Daniel notices someone standing on her own near the coffee table.
Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Daniel, from Orbit Design.
Hi Daniel, I'm Maya. I work in data analytics at Northwind.
Nice to meet you, Maya. What brings you here today?
The panel on remote teams mostly. How about you?
They have found a shared topic. Listen to how quickly the small talk turns into a real conversation.
Same. Actually, I thought the second speaker was really practical.
So did I. Are you working on anything like that at Orbit?
We're trying to keep 3 time zones on the same page, and it's harder than it sounds.
We've been wrestling with exactly that. We're rolling out a dashboard for distributed teams.
Now the 2 hardest moments, asking for contact details and leaving.
Then we should compare notes. Shall we swap details?
Good idea. Can I connect with you on LinkedIn?
Please do. Look, I should catch the next session, but it was really good to meet you.
You too, Daniel. I'll drop you a message next week.
Let us look closely at 5 pieces of language from that conversation. First, what brings you here? This is a warm, standard way of asking why somebody is attending. Compare it with "Why are you here?" which sounds cold or even suspicious. Second, swap details. It is informal and extremely common, and it simply means to exchange phone numbers, emails, or business cards. Third, wrestling with. If you are wrestling with something, you are struggling with a difficult problem over a period of time. It is a great phrase for describing your work honestly without sounding negative. Fourth, I should. Pay attention to those two words. In English, they are the standard soft signal that you are about to leave. And fifth, I'll drop you a message. It is casual and low pressure. It promises contact without promising a deadline. Now the moment many learners find awkward, asking for contact details. Here are 4 ways to do it smoothly. Shall we swap details? This is British and friendly, and shall we turns it into a shared decision rather than a request. Can I connect with you on LinkedIn? This is the modern default, and my advice is to do it while you are still standing there together. Here's my card. Feel free to email me anytime. Those 3 words, feel free to, remove the pressure completely. And finally, what's the best way to reach you? It is polite, and it lets the other person choose the channel they actually check. And now the skill almost nobody teaches. Leaving. A conversation that ends badly can undo a good first impression. It was really good to meet you. This is the core closing line, and notice that it is in the past tense even though you are still standing there. I should catch the next session. Give a reason, and your exit does not feel like rejection. I'll let you get on. Enjoy the rest of the day. This one is very British, very polite, and very warm. And I'll drop you a message next week. End on a promise. That is the part people remember. Time for a quick check. Daniel wants to leave the conversation politely. Which line does the job best? Option A, goodbye. I am going now. Option B, I should catch the next session, but it was really good to meet you. Option C, sorry, I have to stop talking to you. Option D, why are you here anyway? Pause the video if you need a moment, and choose your answer now. The answer is B. I should catch the next session, but it was really good to meet you. It works because it does 3 jobs at once. It gives a reason, so the exit does not feel personal. It uses I should, which is that soft signal we looked at earlier. And it closes warmly. Option O is grammatically correct, but abrupt. Option C sounds as though the conversation was painful. And option D is simply rude. Let us recap the 5 things worth remembering. 1. Open with something easy to answer, not something clever. 2. Introduce yourself as name, then role, then company, in that order. 3. How did you get into that? That question will rescue almost any silence. 4. Ask for contact details while you are still standing together, not later. 5. Give a reason when you leave and then close warmly. Now it is your turn. Write your own opening line in the comments below and tell me which phrase from today you will use at your next event. If this lesson helps you, a like and a subscribe genuinely help the channel reach more learners. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next lesson.